Good afternoon. I am privileged to be here this morning to honor the life, service, and memory of Baltimore County Police Officer Amy Caprio. On behalf of our entire Baltimore County Police family, I want to thank Senator Cardin, Senator Van Hollen, and Congressman Harris for the honor that you are bestowing upon Officer Amy Caprio. I also want to thank Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski for his leadership and continued support of our police department. When a member of our police family is no longer with us, a part of them lives on forever. They leave behind their legacy and memories to span the generations for our agency. Officer Caprio made a decision to pursue a life of helping others and to make Baltimore County a safer place to work, live, and visit. She was the type of officer that we were proud to have working in our agency and serving in the Parkville precinct. Her work impacted the lives of so many people in just so many ways. I never had the opportunity to meet Officer Caprio, but since arriving in Baltimore County, I've had the opportunity to speak to so many of her colleagues, friends, and family members, and I've learned what a truly special and incredible woman she was. She was the type of police officer and friend that we all aspire to be and want to be around. I feel honored to be wearing the same uniform today that she served in wearing. While we can never replace the loss that your family has endured, Amy will forever be a part of our family, and we pledge to continue to keep her in our memory and to continue to support your entire family, just like Amy supported and cared for the residents and visitors in Baltimore County. We will never forget her sacrifice or the joy that her life brought to so many people. Her memory will always be a blessing to all of us. At this time, I would like to invite County Executive Johnny Olszewski to speak.
To those assembled in person, to those of our friends and colleagues watching and participating electronically, we are so honored that Amy, Officer Caprio, has been such a valued member of this family. And what we have learned about her in her many years of service lives on even today. She continues to inspire. She continues to bring the Baltimore County Police Department family closer and continues to challenge us, even today, to be our best individuals. And so it is so fitting that today is yet another momentous recognition of her life, of her service. And I'm honored to join Chief Hyatt, the men and women of the Baltimore County Police Department, and our federal partners, Senators Van Hollen, Cardin, and Congressman Harris, on this occasion. It is certainly most deserved, and we are happy and honored to continue to stand by you and serve with you as Amy has served all of us. I want to take a moment to thank, again, our leaders in Congress for this momentous recognition. And Senator Cardin, among others, knows all too well how much service is given from the men and women of our police department and the sacrifice that Officer Caprio has made. So with that, I will turn the program over at this point to Senator Ben Cardin for additional remarks. Thanks, Senator Cardin.
County Exec Johnny Olszewski, thank you very much for your leadership in Baltimore County. To Chief Hyatt and the men and women of the Baltimore County Police Department, thank you so much for your service to our community and keeping us safe. As the County Exec noted, as a resident of Baltimore County, I've benefited from your public service. As problems develop, we all seek safety, except for those that are on the front line, and rush in to keep us all safe. And we cannot say enough how much we appreciate your service to our community. To the family of Amy Caprio, what can we say? We lost a member of our family at the age of 29. When she rushed to keep us safe, and she lost her life as a result of that public service. There is no higher calling. And we join today as congressional members with Senator Van Hollen and Congressman Harris to pay tribute to her life. In 2008, Congress passed the Law Enforcement Congressional Badge of Bravery Act in order to bestow our appreciation to those men and women who serve our community, who protect us and show exceptional acts of bravery. Amy receives this award, and we want you to know that she's in our hearts forever. The Attorney General makes the determinations as to who receives the awards, and we are pleased to participate in this process in order to show our respect and our admiration for those who are serving our community. Amy will always be missed, but her legacy will live on in public service. And with that, let me turn the program over to my colleague, Senator Chris Van Hollen.
Well, thank you, Senator Cardin. And as Senator Cardin indicated, in 2008, the Congress established the Congressional Badge of Bravery to honor our nation's law enforcement officers who acted heroically in the line of duty. And over the years, I've had the honor of participating in other award ceremonies for this important honor. They've often been occasions where we've been able to thank the officers whose bravery we have joined together to commend and salute the work they've done by all who serve. But today is a chance to honor an act of immeasurable courage through the bestowal of this award. It's also a time to remember somebody we have lost. And because of Officer Amy Caprio's courage and heroism, culminated not only in the ultimate act of bravery, but also in the ultimate act of sacrifice. 3 years ago, Officer Caprio gave her life in defense of the community she was charged to protect, responding to a call about a burglary, quickly arriving at the scene, attempting to stop the suspects from escaping. And we've seen from the footage that was released how she jumped out of her police car, put herself and her life in front of the getaway vehicle, and in an instant, her life was taken from us. We lost one of our best, one of our brightest, one of our bravest. It's a loss that shook the state, and the hundreds who were gathered to join in Officer Caprio's funeral procession were a testament to the fact the community came together to recognize this act of courage and bravery. And it's her actions that speak directly to why this Congressional Badge of Bravery Award was established in the first place, to recognize somebody who's acted selflessly in the face of extraordinary danger, thinking not of herself, but of her duty to community. We are all now custodians of her legacy and must dedicate ourselves not only to honoring her actions, but to living out the guiding principles of her life: love of community, love of family, love of service. It's because of this act that her sacrifice will never be forgotten, her deeds will never be erased, and her message and example will live on. And so it's in that spirit, I'm honored to join with Senator Ben Cardin, Congressman Andy Harris, to pay tribute to our fallen officer, Amy Caprio, and her service and sacrifice as we bestow the Congressional Badge of Bravery. I want to thank Chief Hyatt and all the men and women of the Baltimore County Police. I want to thank County Executive Olszewski and everybody else who gathered to make this possible, and most of all, express our gratitude and share the loss with Amy's parents, Debbie and Gary, who are with us today. We're grateful to have the chance to be with you to honor Officer Caprio's service in this special way. And with that, let me turn it over to our colleague, Congressman Andy Harris.
Thank you all very much. First of all, to the department, my wife is a former law enforcement officer. To the Baltimore County Police Department, I've been a resident of Baltimore County for over 40 years. always felt safe and secure because of the professionalism of the Baltimore County Police Department, appreciated by all citizens of Baltimore County who are protected by you all. Officer Caprio was truly one of the best of the best. I'll be brief. To the family, as a veteran, I know that brave men, some in the military, some who join in serving on the thin blue line, are willing to make the ultimate sacrifice to protect others. Amy did just that, willingly, and for that, we all owe her an unmeasurable debt of gratitude. We'll be delivering a flag, a swell flown over the Capitol last week to the family at my request, and it was flown in honor of Baltimore County Police Officer Amy Caprio, who was killed in the line of duty on May 1st, 2018. I want to thank you all for your service. I want to thank the family for sharing Officer Caprio with us and protecting us all. Thank you very much.
It is truly an honor on behalf of the congressional delegation to be able to present this to you. This is the Congressional Badge of Bravery, and on the back.
And U.S. Attorney General, on behalf of the U.S. Attorney General, I'm also pleased to present this plaque in recognition of this well-deserved award for our beloved Amy. Thank you again for your service.
Can we get one picture with everyone? Thank you.
Thank you, Betsy.
I just want to thank you on behalf of Gary and myself, our family, Amy's friends and relatives, but mostly for her brothers and sisters in blue. These awards truly should go to the living, to all of our first responders who put their lives on the line every single day. Policing is a calling. That's all that I can say. It's a calling. And God bless each and every one of you. And thank you.
Well, Chief, once again, I want to thank the family. Debbie, thank you for those comments. We know how difficult it is. We share in your loss, but it's unspeakable to have suffered the loss that you have. We share in it. And your message of the importance of public service for those who are in the front line, it's a calling. And they understand the risk, and they do it every day because they're committed to helping our community. And we're so fortunate to have had Amy with us. And this is the least we can do to show our appreciation for her act of bravery, which she did every day of service. And it's an inspiration to all of us. Your strength and strength of your family gives us courage to move on, as we have to keep our community safe and to do what's necessary to show that Amy's service was so important to our community. So please accept this award with that spirit in mind, that as a grateful nation, we acknowledge her bravery. And as the representatives of Congress that have the honor of representing her in the United States House and the Senate, we are so proud of what she did for our community, and she will never be forgotten. God bless and thank you. We hope your family is well.
Thank you.
Thank you.